Good morning, students. Welcome to the online lecture of our class 6 science. So, in the last lecture, we have completed up to this question. Do all organisms respond to stimuli? We have discussed the answer of this question. Now, moving further in the topic, we have one activity. Activity number 4. So, what we have to do? First, place a potted plant in a room a little away from a window through which sunlight enters sometime during the day. First, you have to take one pot and place it in a room, but it should be somewhat away from the window through which sunlight enters sometime during the day. Okay. Now, the next is continue watering the plant for a few days. Does the plant grow upright like plants out in the open? Note the direction in which it bends. See what you have to do. You have to place a plant slightly away from the window, and from that window sunlight should be coming for some time in a day. And now you have to take care of that plant. So when you will observe this plant, you will see that plants are growing upright but towards the sunlight. Okay, as shown in figure 9.12, plant will respond to light. Okay, wherever they will find the sunlight, they will move toward them. Okay, do you think this may be in response to some stimuli? Yes, this is a response to the light. All living things respond to changes around them. Okay, now moving further to topic living organism and excretion. Now we will see the excretion process of the living organism. All organisms need food, right? Not all the food that is eaten is completely used. We as a human being also eat food, but that food is not completely used. Okay, some portion of that or some not non-useful substance of that food is excreted. So what happens to the rest? This has to be removed from the body as waste. Our body produces some waste in another life process also. The process of getting rid of this waste by organism is known as excretion. Okay, so the process of getting rid of this waste is called excretion. So now, how do the plant excrete? Okay, we can see animals do excrete. Okay, but how do the plant excrete? Let's see. They do, but not as seen in animals. The mechanism in the plants are a little different. Some plants find it possible to store the waste product within their part in a way that they do not harm the plant as a whole. Okay, they do not remove the waste from their body. They just keep that waste in some of the part of plant which do not harm that plant as a whole. Some plants remove waste product as a secretion or secretion. Now, what is the main difference between the excretion and secretion? In secretion, we remove the waste from the body. Okay, we remove the waste from our body, but in the secretion, the waste is moved from one part of the body to the another part, and it is stored in such a way that it is not harmful to the body. So plant use this process. Excretion is another characteristic common to all organisms. The next topic is, do all organisms reproduce their own kind? Have you ever seen nest of some birds like pigeons? Many birds lay their eggs in the nest. Some of the eggs hatch and the young ones come out of them. Okay, we all have seen this as shown in figure A and B. In the figure A, it is shown that birds lay egg which after hatching produce. And in the picture B, we can see the young ones after their birth. Animal reproduce their own kind. The mode of reproduction may be different. Okay, it can be differ from animal to animal. Some animal produce their young ones through eggs. Some animal give birth to the young ones like human being. Okay, plant also reproduce. Yes, plant also reproduce like animals. Plant also differ in their mode of reproduction. So how the reproduction work in the plants? Let's see. Many plants reproduce through seeds. Plants produce seeds which can be germinated or germinate and grow into new plants. As you can see in the figure, the first plant is grown, then he just grow one seed, okay, and then the seed comes into the picture and the plant grow once again. Some plants also reproduce through parts other than the seed. Okay, it is not only the one way by which plant reproduce. For example, a part of potato with a bird grow into a new plant. Okay, if you have a part of potato, you can grow a new plant with that. Plant also reproduce through cutting. Would you like to grow a plant in this way? Yes, we can also reproduce the plant. So what you have to do in that? For that we have to see activity number 5. Take a cutting from a rose or mehndi plant. You have to just take a cutting. You have to take one stem from the rose or a mehndi plant. Fix it into the soil and water it regularly. What do you observe after a few days? Okay, after a few days you will observe that plant is growing. It may not be easy to grow plants from the cutting. Do not be disappointed if your cutting does not grow. Talk to a gardener if possible on the care to be given to cutting to make them grow into the plant. Okay, if the plant is not growing, you can take some tips from the gardener and you can grow your own plant. Living things produce more of their own kind through reproduction. It takes place in many different ways for different organisms. So here we end our today's lecture. In the next lecture, we will see the topic, do all organisms move? Okay, thank you.